Welcome to Master Domaining. I'm Gene Pimentel, and in this session, we're going to talk about stroking egos to sell domains. People love to hear the sound of their own name. More importantly, people love to hear their own name when used in any positive context. Let that sink in. If someone told you sincerely that you're one of the most favored business people in your town, what would your reaction be? Would you tend to react negatively, or would you feel great about it? The answer for the majority of us humans is you can't get enough of that kind of sentiment. The desire to win admiration of others is one of the most basic but most powerful motivators known. This type of motivator can be very effectively used in the marketing of many products and services, and in our case, domain names. The technique I'm about to share with you is very effective. I have never seen other domainers use this, but I came up with this a few years back and have sold otherwise stagnant domains as a result. This is the first time I've shared this method with others. I call it the ego method. The great thing about the ego method is it is very simple to set up and takes very little time. The method revolves around the many business testimonial resources around the web. Sites like Yelp.com, Superpages.com, Manta.com, etc. For this particular example, I'm going to be using the Yelp ratings and reviews as the ego driver. Here's how it works. I've created a single HTML page that does all the work after a few minor tweaks. All you have to do is edit this file in a regular text editor to reflect the name of the business, phone number, and Yelp URL. Then you simply upload this one file to the domain name that you're trying to sell to this company. When someone visits this domain, they will see all the reviews and ratings for this specific business. At the top of this page is a short thank you message along with the business name, address, and phone number. I'll show you what this page looks like right now. Keep in mind, this is exactly what would be shown on any domain name that you install it on. However, this example is not installed on its own domain. I just installed it in a folder for the sake of being able to show you what it looks like. So here's an example that I set up for you, and just by uploading that one HTML file, this is what you'll get. You have the very top that shows the business name, address, and phone number with a thank you message. And then in this box just below is the actual Yelp site featuring their business and all the reviews for their business. And obviously, anytime the Yelp reviews change, this will change automatically because this is the actual Yelp site. It's pulled in automatically by the code that's on this HTML page. So when you upload this file to a domain name you're trying to sell to the business, for example, if you had the domain name SyracuseRestaurants.com, that's what would show up in the browser bar right here. It doesn't right now because I have this installed in a folder just to show you what it looks like. But when your prospect visits, they will see the domain name at the top that they can buy, and they will love seeing all the reviews right there on the first page. Now they could take this domain name that you're selling them and link it from their main website and tell people, check out our reviews. It'll bring them right to this page where people can check out the reviews. And visitors can contact them through this information right at the top. It works well on desktop computer browsers and most larger mobile devices, but it probably won't work well on very small screens like smartphones, but that is somewhat on purpose. Remember, the main purpose of this is to stroke the ego of the business you're selling to. They can't help but be happy to see all the wonderful reviews in one place. Typically, people searching the web have to dig to find reviews. What this ego page does is puts all the Yelp reviews right up front on the home page of the domain name. Once your potential buyer buys the domain and you give them the HTML file to upload if they want, you can then offer to build a mobile-friendly or smartphone-friendly version of the website. This is a subject for another session, but building a smartphone-friendly version of the site is easily done, and you can make a quick several hundred more dollars by providing this. You've built trust with the company through the domain transaction, and they'll be very open to other offers you have. I've provided a link for you to download this HTML page. Open it in a plain text editor, not a word processor, and simply change the sections denoted with the hashtags. What you see here in this text editor is the entire code for that page. It's very simple. Open the file in Notepad or any plain text editor, and where you see the hashtags is where you want to edit. So highlight the hashtags along with the words in the middle. In this case, it's business name, and you would simply type in the business name here. And right here, you'll type the phone number. You'll see some more hashtags below here. Business name again, just highlight that whole thing and type the business name in that place. Business address, simply highlight and type. And one more time, business phone. Down below, you'll have a place to enter the Yelp reviews URL. So let me show you how to get that. So what you'll do is go to yelp.com, type in the city you're targeting. In this case, I'm targeting Syracuse, New York, and I'm going to type restaurants. Then you choose the company you want to feature on your domain name. Look for a company that has lots of reviews and that have high reviews. You don't want a company with poor reviews because that won't work very well in convincing them to buy the domain name. You want to feature a business that they're proud of. In my case, I chose Dinosaur Barbecue. So this is the very page that features all of their reviews and ratings. Therefore, the URL at the top is what you want. Simply copy and paste. You're going to copy that, and then we'll paste it in our code where it says Yelp Reviews URL. Once you're finished editing this file, you're going to want to save it as index.html. And that's all there is to it. You simply upload that file to your domain name, and you will get a website that looks just like this one, featuring the company that you've chosen. And of course, at the top, it'll show your domain name. The buyer may ask you to make changes to this page. This is another opportunity for you to make several hundred or even several $1,000s more by creating a website for them per their needs. If you're not proficient at WordPress or HTML, you can easily outsource the website project and add your own profit margin. Again, remember, the main purpose is to give the prospective domain buyer a sense of pride when seeing the reviews for his or her business. It takes you just a few short minutes to edit and upload that one file. This in itself is enough to push the potential buyer off the fence and buy the domain. You can stop at that if you want, and if they do want changes made, let them hire their own website building service, or offer to provide the service for a fee.